Hey everybody, how's it going? Ace Wilcox here, and I'm back to do Ace Answers All Part 8. And I apologize for taking so much time to get to it, but a lot has been going on and I've been trying to take care of a few things. So, hey, I'm back now. And I want to thank everybody who sent in their questions, and I promise to give you guys the honest to goodness answer with no BS in between the lines, because I'm a man of my word, and I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. So let's get to the first question. And again, thank you for everybody who wrote in. The first question is, what is Brendan Fraser's best movies? With honors, Airheads, Crash, Bedazzled, Blast from the Past, Encino Man, School Ties, The Mummy 1, 2, and 3. He did this one movie with Harrison Ford, I believe it was called Extraordinary Measures, or Extraordinary Measures, I believe. And it was a really, really awesome film. He did one of my all-time favorite things that he did. He was in a small part in The Army Now and Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore. Very small part, but you'll be able to find him, trust me. But my favorite, all-time favorite thing that Brendan Fraser has done was a character in the TV show Scrubs. He played Dr. Cox's brother-in-law. And even though his last episode on that show was a major tearjerker, and if you're a Scrubs fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's got to be my all-time favorite thing, because his character was hilarious. It was awesome. And again, the last episode he was in was very touching. The next question is, where were you and what were you doing when Dale Earnhardt died? I'm sorry, when you found out Dale Earnhardt died. I read that too fast. I was actually watching the race when he died. I was watching it. I recorded the last 20 laps, because in a NASCAR race, you never know what the last laps are going to be like. And we never expected that kind of an outcome when it came to a NASCAR race. I was in disbelief because, I mean, Dale Earnhardt's like the Superman of NASCAR, you know. I mean, he's been through so much. I mean, if you look back at a Talladega crash, he spun his car against the wall and walked away with like a broken wrist. And in Daytona one time, I think it was 1997, he flipped the car over. While he was in the ambulance, he looked at the car and said, "I think those tires are still straight. Fire it up." They turned the car on, it ran, so he got out of the ambulance and finished the race. So the crash of 2001 at the Daytona 500 didn't look that bad. So I was at home and I watched it. I still have the VHS with those laps on it somewhere. So that's where I was. Next question is, what's your favorite Three Doors Down song? There's really too many to name, actually. So let me name off a few. There is Road I'm On, Here Without You, Love Me When I'm Gone, Touching Down in London, I believe is one of them. So Far Down. Did I say the Road I'm On already? Okay. Here Without You, Kryptonite, and It's Not My Time. Those are some of my favorites. I actually saw Three Doors Down in concert. It was Stained, Breaking Benjamin, and Three Doors Down. In the middle of their performance, Bob Seger came out, so that was pretty cool. Next question is, what is the best McDonald's meal? There's actually too many to choose from, but what I usually like to eat when I'm on a break from McDonald's, or whenever I go to McDonald's, when I'm not working, you know, I like to get a McChicken, a 4-piece nugget, 3 things of apple slices, and a 32-ounce glass, a cup of water. So that's my choice right there. The next question is, what is your opinion about the Rhino Pub in South Lyon changing their name? And I actually think it's kind of cool because change is good. Change is very good. Change brings a lot of good. I already said that. But you see, I used to DJ at the Rhino Pub back in 2003 to 2010. I've seen it go through many ups and downs, and I still go there to this day because I think the bartenders, the waitresses, the DJs, the bouncers, the karaoke hosts, everybody who works there and goes there are great people. And if you're looking for a place to go, the Northwood Bar and Grill in South Lyon is the place to go. So, I look forward to seeing a lot more ups than downs in the future. So that's my opinion about that. Next question is, if you had to do a song with Justin Bieber, which one would you choose? None whatsoever. You couldn't pay me enough money to get me into the studio with that guy. Sorry. Now, you could pay me to get me into the studio with Kid Rock, Eminem, Linkin Park, Ted Nugent, or even Elvis Presley if he was still alive, but never Justin Bieber. No, you could. There's no amount of money that would get me to collaborate with him. So, the next question is, what's the worst thing that someone you cared about or loved has done, and how did you handle it? I'd have to say the worst thing that someone I cared about or loved has done. Good question. Lied to me or broke a promise? So breaking a promise would be, lied to me or broke a promise. And how I handled it was I forgave and forget. Because I know I made mistakes in my life, so it's not my job to hold a grudge. Because if you hold a grudge, you got that knot in your system that it's like right here, and it's holding you down. So yes, the first instinctive feeling was anger and betrayal, but as time goes on, I forgave them, and because I don't build bridges to burn them. So I probably have done wrong, and I would want someone to forgive me if I've done wrong. So I forgive and I forget, and the world will just go on a spinning, you know. The next question is, do you ever plan on getting a place of your own? That's an easy question, or an easy answer. Yes, when I can afford it. You see, I was unemployed for 3 years, and I had a long stack and list of bills that I couldn't pay for, or at once like I used to. But then when I got a job for the first time in 3 years back in 2010, I started getting my feet back in the water and trying to go from there. And I have all the faith and trust in God. All things are possible, and all things can happen through and with God. So I believe that when it is in His plan for me to get my own place, it will happen. And until then, I'm going to live life one day at a time and see what this unpredictable adventure called life has in store. All right. This question, it's the last question. Have you ever liked someone who didn't like you? And if so, what did you do? I actually have liked someone who didn't like me. And the way I handled that is, if someone doesn't like you the way that you like them, there's really nothing you can do, because not everyone is going to like you the way that you like them. And even though you have feelings for this person, if they don't like you the same way, it's better to just be friends. And that's how I handled it, because a lifetime is never too long to live as friends. And I thought to myself, I would rather have that person as my friend instead of having them as nothing at all. And though it hurt at first that they didn't like me the same way, I got over it. And me and that person are the best of friends. And I'm always there for them, no matter what. Like I said, a lifetime is never too long to live as friends. So that's my answer to that one. And thank you so much, everybody, for the questions. I hope you guys found the answers entertaining and refreshing, and I hope they fulfilled the curiosity. Again, also do me a huge favor. Go to youtube.com/Wilcox3. That's youtube.com/WILCOX3. And feel free to check out my videos, subscribe to my page, or also check out my Facebook artist page. It's kind of cool because I have been added to a list of Michigan artists and social icons, thanks to Slavin Mike, who's a Michigan entrepreneur and promoter. So that's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much again. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I apologize for taking so long to get to it. God bless, have a good night, and go Junior!